Today we will revise lesson 5, that is the kind tree. Okay, we have already discussed about it. Again I will remind you and I will tell you the subject matter of this lesson, and after that we will discuss about the question and answers. Okay, trees are the kindest things I know. They don't harm and they simply grow and spread a shade for sleepy cows and gather birds among the boughs. They are the first when days begun to touch the beams of the morning sun. They are the last to hold the light when evening changes into night. And when a moon floats on the sky, they hum a drowsy lullaby of sleepy children long ago. Trees are the kindest things I know. So here children, trees are the kindest things I know. We know that trees are very kind. They do not make any harm to anyone because they can't move. They have lives. They know everything, but they cannot move here and there, and they cannot make noise also. They cannot talk just like we talk. Okay, trees are the kindest things I know. Everything we collect from the trees. The trees give us cloth. The trees give us food. The trees give us everything. They give us oxygen. Everything we collect from the trees, so they are very kind. We do not give anything. On the other hand, we cut down them if we want to clean the earth. Okay, suppose you want some wood, so you have to cut down it. So we should not cut down the trees because they have lives just like we have. They don't harm and they simply grow. Only they simply grow at one place. They don't harm anyone. And spread a shade for sleepy cows. They give shade and food to the cows. And shelter to the birds. We know when there is a big tree, a lot of birds come and make nest on the branches of the trees and they live in that nest. And gather birds among the boughs. Boughs means the branches of the trees. They are the first when days begun to touch the beams of the morning sun. Again, when the night goes up and the morning comes, first the trees receive the sunlight. They receive the sunlight first because we are at home, but the trees are on the open space, so they receive the light. They are the last to hold the light when evening changes into night. They are the last to hold the light when evening changes into night. So, okay children, here we can see that in the evening, the trees also at the same place, they receive the last light of the sun. They receive the first light of the sun. Again, in the evening, they receive the last light of the sun. And when a moon floats on the sky, they hum a drowsy lullaby of sleepy children long ago. Trees are the kindest things I know. And when a moon floats on the sky, floats means sometimes when it rains, the little children floats paper boats on the flowing water. Okay, float means move on water. So the poet uses floats when it floats in the sky. When moon comes, they hum a drowsy lullaby. Lullaby means a song which helps the children to sleep. On the other hand, in our local language, in Hindi, we can say lori. Sometimes our mother sings loris to make sleep to the child. Okay? They hum. Hum means the low sound. Sometimes we sing when we go to take our bath, when we are happy. At that time we sing some song slowly. So like this, when it is dark night, the rustle sounds of the trees, of the leaves, when the wind blows, the leaves of the trees tremble, and they say that, the poet says here, the trees sing a song for the children to make them sleep. Okay, of sleepy children long ago, trees are the kindest things I know. We don't give anything to the trees, but everything we collect from the trees. And they don't harm anyone. But on the other hand, if we need to cut down, we take an axe and cut down the trees. We know that they have life, they feel pain, but we don't think about them. The tree is the best friend of people. Everything we get from that thing, so they are our friends. They never harm us. So we should also take care of them. We should plant more and more trees and take care of them, because everything we get from the trees. We get oxygen, we get fruits, we get vegetables, we get rain, and also leaves and some medicinal things, and also shade and shelter. Suppose you want to make a furniture, we collect wood from the trees. We use cloths to wear, we collect from the cotton trees. From the cotton we make cloths. Okay children, so here we can know that everything we collect from the trees, so our duty is to help them. We should take care of them, and we should plant more and more trees to save our earth. If we cut down all the trees, one day our earth will become desert. No one will be there, and even a drop of water we will not get to drink. So children, our duty is to take care of the trees, because they help us. They never harm us, so we should take care of them. Now we will discuss about the question and answers. So children, I will ask you some questions, then your duty is to read all the question and answers, both short questions and long questions. We have to by heart, otherwise we cannot attend in the examination. Our examination begins from 6th October. Okay. So, what are the trees like? Who knows it? The trees are very kind. The poet knows it. Why does the poet say that trees are very kind? The poet says that the trees are kind because they don't harm anyone. They give shade to all and shelter to the birds. They also supply food and oxygen to human beings. What do trees do for the cows and the birds? Trees give shade and food to the cows and shelter to the birds. Then, who touches the beams of the morning sun? The trees touches the beams of the morning sun first. Who holds the last light of the setting sun? The trees holds the light last light of the setting sun. Why do trees sing a song for the children? Trees sing a song for the children to make them sleep when the moon floats on the sky at night. Then, can trees do something good for human beings? Yes, trees do something good for human beings. They provide or they give food, shade, cloth, rain, wood and oxygen for us. The poet in the poem likes the trees too much. Does it mean he likes the nature? Why? The poet likes trees very much. It means he likes the nature for its beauty and usefulness. What advice does the poet give us through this poem? The poet advises us to take care of the trees because they are very helpful. Let them grow. Okay, children? Then how does a tree grow? A tree grows simply getting air from the sky, light from the sun, and food and water from the earth. So children, we have to by heart the question and answers very carefully. Then match A with B. Gentlest, kindest, heart, harm, drowsy, sleepy, ray, beam, collect, gather, branch, bow. Choose the correct answer. The trees are dash, cruel, kind, harmful. Kind. The trees grow dash, simply, easily, badly. Simply. The trees sing lullaby when a child is going to sleep. The evening comes in the dark night, in the moon floats on the sky. The moon floats on the sky. Who are the last to hold the light? The trees, is not it? Then, right, true or false? Look at this. Cows sleep in the shade of trees. It is true. The trees are very cruel. False. The birds gather among the boughs of trees. True. Trees sing a song for children when the sun is in the sky. No, it is wrong. So it is false. The poet likes trees. It means he likes the nature. Okay, children. So here, now we will discuss about it. Choose the correct form of verbs. Choose the correct form of verbs. Choose the correct form of verbs. Now children, we will discuss one by one because it is most important for us. I have taught you about the tense. Now we will know the tense of the sentence, and after that we can supply the proper form of verb. So number one is it dash rain hard last night. It does rain hard last night. Last night, last month, last evening, last day. These are in simple past tense. Just like yesterday. When yesterday is there, we think that it is in simple past. So here also, if last is used, we think that it is in simple past tense. The structure of simple past tense, subject plus verb 2. So here children, it is the subject. Rain, verb 1 is given to us. Rain, rain, rain. It rained. R-A-I-N-E-D. It rained. This is number 1. Then number 2 is, look at this children. Now he dash built a house in his village. Look at this. Now he dash build. It is verb 1. Build a house in his village. Now is there. Now generally now is used in present continuous tense. In present continuous tense, we have to use subject plus am, is, are plus verb 4 plus other words. We have to put the sentence in the structure here. That means we need one of it. Then verb 4. So here subject is he, third person singular. So we have to use is. Build, building. B-U-I-L-D-I-N-G, building. Now he is building a house in his village. Okay children. So then we will go to number 3. There dash be verb. A meeting tomorrow. When the timetable is fixed or when the program is fixed, we have to use simple present tense. So present tense of verb is am, is, are. It is am, is, are. There is, there dash be verb a meeting. The subject is a meeting. It is singular. The real subject is a meeting. Not there is the dummy subject. So we have to think about it, a meeting. There dash be a meeting tomorrow. So here children, third person singular. So we have to take is. There is a meeting tomorrow. There is a meeting tomorrow. So here children, we have to know that first we will think about the sentence. In which tense is the sentence in? Okay. Then we will supply the proper form of the verb. And we will get more marks if we prepare short questions very well. And one thing is, the most important thing is that we have to practice the units of workbook. We have taught direct and indirect speech and also voice change, active voice and passive voice. So we should prepare well. Otherwise, we will not get proper mark. Okay, children? Thank you very much. In the next class, we will discuss about the next